So today's event is graced by many experts who will share insights on maritime law enforcement and digital evidence. Our first speaker will focus on the role of interagency collaboration in maritime law enforcement. To introduce our first speaker, may we call the Director, Leadership and Doctrine Development Center, Captain Christine Pauline Berganyo Diciano, Philippine Coast Guard.
Good morning. Vice Admiral Roy Echeverria of the Philippine Coast Guard has had a distinguished career in maritime security. A graduate of the Philippine Military Academy in 1993, he joined the Navy and later transitioned to the Philippine Coast Guard in 1997. He has since risen through the ranks to become the commander of the Maritime Security and Law Enforcement Command and the director of the National Coast Watch Center. In these roles, he is responsible for the Coast Guard's maritime law enforcement and interagency coordination on maritime issues. Vice Admiral Echeverria has earned a master's degree in maritime policy from the University of Wollongong in Australia in 2006. His leadership has been instrumental in handling security concerns in the Philippines, particularly in the West Philippine Sea. His career has been shaped by his participation in international programs such as the Civil Military Approaches to Maritime Security course in California, which helped broaden his perspective on maritime challenges. At present, concurrent with his being the commander of MARSLEC, he's also the director of the National Maritime Center. Ladies and gentlemen, we welcome Vice Admiral Roy Echeverria, Philippine Coast Guard.
Thank you very much, Captain Diciano, for that generous introduction. To the dignitaries on the floor present, may I recognize my Mista, the Deputy Commandant for Administration, Vice Admiral Edgar Ibanez, to the other officers and non-officers attending this GIZ forum. Good morning, everyone. It is both a privilege and an honor to stand before you today to discuss the important topic, the role of interagency collaboration for maritime law enforcement as we celebrate the Philippine Coast Guard's 123rd anniversary. This year's anniversary theme, matatag at handa, masaan tungo sa mapayapa at mapanatag na bagong Pilipinas. It speaks volumes about the PCG's commitment to readiness and reliability in ensuring a peaceful and secure Philippines. And I congratulate my fellow Coast Guardians for the success of the events leading up to the PCG anniversary and to the organizers of this second PCG forum. In today's complex maritime landscape, a vital component of effective national security, readiness, and resilience is interagency cooperation. Employing a whole-of-nation approach in tackling the multifaceted challenges we face within our maritime jurisdiction. The Philippines, with its vast archipelagic geography and strategic location in the Indo-Pacific, is home to several crucial sea lanes of communications, or SLOCs, and has a critical role to play in maritime security and safety of navigation. However, due to its geographic location and porous borders, our country is also confronted with maritime disputes and is viable to the conduct of a wide range of maritime concerns. That's including violations of marine environment conservation and protection, as well as illicit activities such as smuggling of goods and drugs, trafficking of persons, and illegal fishing and poaching, among many, many others. These unlawful activities not only threaten our economy and not natural resources, but also jeopardize the safety and the security of our borders and the Filipino people. To combat these pressing issues, we must harness the strengths and capabilities of various agencies, both within our government and in collaboration with international partners. Effective maritime law enforcement demands a synchronized response, leveraging the unique capabilities and expertise of each agency involved. This is where the National Maritime Center's role comes into play. Established in 2011 and strengthened further by the new Executive Order number 57, signed by His Excellency President Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr. last March. The National Maritime Center is a pivotal entity in our maritime governance. The center serves as the backbone of interagency collaboration, ensuring that our efforts in maritime law enforcement are not only coordinated, but also effective. The National Maritime Center acts as the central hub for information sharing and coordination for maritime security response among various government agencies, both local and international. It provides the necessary infrastructure to facilitate real-time communication and data exchange, enabling us to collectively respond swiftly to maritime threats and incidents. Through its initiatives, the Center helps streamline processes, reduces response times, and enhances our collective capabilities in surveillance and enforcement. Over the past few years, the National Maritime Center has expanded its collaborative efforts by entering into cooperation agreements with agencies not originally included as support agencies in the 2011 EO. Notably among these are the Philippine Drug Enforcement Agency or PDEA and the Philippine Space Agency or PhilSA. Importantly, in the new Executive Order number 57, the PDEA and PhilSA have been added as support agencies for the center. And also joining us are the National Mapping and Resource Information Authority, or the NAMRIA, and the University of the Philippines Institute of Maritime Affairs and the Laws of the Sea. This recognition underscores the critical role of these agencies play in maritime security and maritime domain awareness. Furthermore, we have forged strong cooperative ties of information sharing and capability building with international and regional partners, including the United Nations Office on Drugs and Crimes, or the UNODC, various maritime security agencies from the U.S. government, the Information Fusion Center in Singapore, and informal partnerships with Japan Coast Guard, Japan, Peru, and or Peru Coast Guard, among others. Further recognizing the importance of our international partners to collectively address maritime crimes in the Indo-Pacific region, at the core of our operations is the commitment to timely and efficient information sharing, synergize efforts on maritime surveillance, and coordinated response operations. Establishing a common operational picture is essential for effective interagency collaboration in the aspect of maritime law enforcement. Over the last decade, the National Maritime Center has played a crucial role in coordinating and disseminating information regarding various maritime crimes, leading to the apprehension of individuals and interdiction of vessels who violate international domestic laws. And some notable success stories of interagency collaboration include the interdiction of MV Forever Lucky in 2018, in which it was found to be carrying 139 undocumented passengers, which is an act of human trafficking. One of these is also the execution of interagency collaboration in 2022, where several vessels undergoing reclamation activities in Bataan, Batangas, and Mindoro were penalized by Marina after a special report by the center. And their special permits were revoked. In addition to these operations, the center significantly contributes to the government's monitoring efforts in the West Philippine Sea, especially during rotation and resupply missions in the West Philippine Sea. Utilizing available maritime domain awareness and vessel monitoring platforms and reports from our support agencies. We firmly believe that leveraging and sustaining the momentum of the center's collaborations with our international partners is beneficial in enhancing our maritime security efforts, enabling us to address transnational maritime threats more effectively and ensuring a safer marine environment for all Filipinos. Together, we can navigate the complexities of our maritime challenges and work towards a more secure and prosperous future. Moreover, the center plays a crucial role in capacity building, equipping our personnel with the skills and knowledge needed to tackle complex maritime issues. By fostering a culture of collaboration and continuous learning, we ensure that all stakeholders are well prepared to address emerging maritime security threats. In closing, we affirm our commitment to interagency collaboration as we strive to create a safe, secure, and sustainable maritime environment. Through our collaborative efforts, we can safeguard our waters and uphold the rule of law, ensuring a brighter future for the Philippines and our people. Once again, good morning everyone, and thank you.